Shit, I've been seeing it. I've been out of town for the weekend, but y'all know what's going on, man. I hear they got paperwork on the Charleston White deal. I looked at it last night when I got back, and it's weird, right? You got these claim to fame ass dudes professing they for the streets, they street motherfuckers, and this and that. But what I'm confused about is why is Charleston White fans upset and getting mad at my big homie, all the told Lamar or Scud and them for exposing this coward for what he really is, for what he been telling us he is. And now that the paperwork is out, trying to say, oh, he was a kid. And watch this, listen to what he been saying. He was saying he was a mastermind when he gave the boy the gun, right? That's how he was trying to say, like, he orchestrated everything when it was going on with the crime. But suddenly, his fans, these so-called wannabe hood motherfuckers, is upset at other people for exposing this coward for what he's worth. D-Love, what's up with you? What's up, Snipe? But what I'm confused about is this, right? Somebody always told me this, man. Birds of a feather flock together. Did Dewberry already know this? Or was he turned a blind eye to this? Yet he said he give you quality game. But don't mislead us. You hang with a known rat. Charleston White is a rat. Yeah, he turned gang member in jail. So now you know what I've been saying all the time. He ended up being a crip in prison, meaning wherever the fuck he went, California Youth Authority out there, he's in Texas. He went there and became a gang member merely for protection because he was a rat. He was hoping that nobody expose him. You understand what I'm saying? But he said it wasn't no paperwork on him. Now that he's been exposed, the people that cheerlead this dude and tap this, blow smoke up this little boy ass is offended that a dude that I consider as my big homie, all the told Lamar, was saying, yeah, this is what it is. Hey man, check this out, man. Charleston White made his bed so he got to lay in it. And coming from a hood street perspective and an OG's perspective, don't get mad at what the man's talking about. Because he have something negative to say about a whole lot of people. And the same motherfuckers that's mad at what people are saying now about this paperwork on them is angry that the paperwork is being exposed. But they were never angry when the boy was saying fuck the dead, fuck the big homie Raymond, fuck Tookie, fuck Nipsey. No, Charleston White, fuck you. You the piece of shit. You the rat. You don't have nothing to stand on. Whatever comes out your mouth is pure bullshit. As I always said this, when a motherfucker pointing the finger at somebody else, you need to look at three fingers that being pointed back at itself. Charleston White being a rat, came out the womb being a rat. He's a coward, and all his fan-based people that's been fucking with him, birds of a feather flock together. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, we got to be careful, man. I told y'all Charleston White had that weakness in him. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to look at this and understand the reality of life, right? Charleston White been disrespecting everybody and their mama on YouTube. Now that people exposing him with this paperwork, people's getting offended. The people that cheer this dude on, consider his fan base, are offended, saying, well, somebody needs to stay in their store acting their age. Where was they at when they was telling Charleston White, a 40-year-old grown man, to stay in his place and act his age when he was disrespecting the dead, saying fuck everybody mama, fuck everybody kids, raping white girls? Where was they at? They was cheerleading this dumbass dude on. So guess what, y'all? I have no respect for a motherfucker that cheer clown. You feel what I'm saying? The circus is over. You're gonna have to chuck your tail, Charleston White. What else you gonna say now? Oh, did you become a paid informant from the very first time you went and told him where the gun was at? What baffles me is you motherfuckers killed somebody, then throw the gun on the roof. The mastermind. Here motherfuckers say he was smarter than anybody else. Then they saying Charleston White is the only one going to the men, to these dudes here, saying they shouldn't come to the streets. But why is he saying that? Is it out of fear that he feels it might be some form of retaliation? Because he opened up his motherfucking mouth. He shouldn't have did that shit. Charleston White is a coward. He's been a coward. You feel what I'm saying? Coward is not made. Listen to me. He's he was bred a coward. No wonder he's trying to encourage kids to become informers. You don't have to be a rat. You don't never do nothing to tell on nobody. That's what he needs to tell the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Here this dude took somebody's life, gave another person a gun because he was facing consequences for his actions. He said he couldn't handle that, and he told. And motherfuckers is justifying they angry because somebody they exposed this dude for being a rat. Man, that fucks me up. I don't understand that. If you can't respect the street politics, stay out the motherfucking street politics business. You understand what I'm saying? Do not try to get angry at somebody that exposed this dude, because you wasn't angry when this dude was disrespecting the dead, disrespecting people's parents, talking about raping women. Y'all co-signed this shit. Y'all looked into it, y'all liked it, that type of shit. But now that somebody's exposing this dude for what he really is, his fans are offended. And the lack of man that he keeps on his side, his puppet, Dewberry fat ass, ain't got nothing to say about it. So birds of a feather flock together. Imagine that. Will they be having paperwork on Dewberry, y'all? Will they be coming out soon too? They say birds of a feather flock together. I guarantee you, Dewberry knew this boy was already snitching. So what the fuck you doing associating yourself with him anyway like that? Oh, he helped you establish your YouTube as a payoff for you wouldn't expose him? For some reason, he don't have nothing negative to say about this. But if Charleston White would have exposed somebody else for it, Dewberry would have been right there cheering that on, y'all. Let's pay attention to it. That's all I got to say on it. I ain't trying to throw no lugs at the man. Shit, the lug done already been thrown. The paperwork has been exposed. Hey, now I know why he hate gang members so tough. Gang members protected his ass in jail, and he betrayed the gang members by coming out saying fuck us. You understand what I'm saying? He ended up going to jail becoming a crip. We don't need you, man. We got too many rats in the crip card and blood card already. We don't need another one like you, brother. Just get your punk ass up under that rock, crawl back up under the rock you've been hiding up under, man. You's a coward, brother. A real coward. That's a trip, man. You get on these YouTube shows, you try to talk about everybody else like you got nothing to do. Talking about, I denounce Crip. Yet he ain't Crip business. He got an opinion on it. But if you denounce Crip and saying you're no longer going to speak on Crip business, why you getting on YouTube speaking on Crip business? Man, let me share this with y'all, man. Motherfuckers would need to tuck their tails. Stop buttoning the shit that don't concern them. If you saying you're not about something, stay out of it, man. Don't invite yourself in. Don't butt in. Wait till you get cutted in, man. You understand what I'm saying? If a motherfucker don't cut you in, stay in the cheap seats, man, and be a fan. Ain't nothing wrong with being a fan. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being a fan. I'm just enjoying my day, man. It's 7 o'clock so I can get ready to go to work, man. I get up out of here at 4 o'clock when I go to work. So I'm just relaxing. I had a wonderful weekend. It was my girl's birthday. We enjoyed ourselves over the weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Really enjoyed ourselves, man. You know what I mean? And I got a little rest. Not as much as I wanted, but I got enough. You understand what I'm saying? I got a whole lot of energy, ready to hit that time clock and enjoy life, man. I'm going to secure the bag. I already chased it, but now I got the job. I'm securing the bag. Y'all tap in here, man, at OG Compton Bam, man. You understand what I'm saying? OG Bam, Compton Front Hood, baby. I'm going to keep it 100 at all times, but we're going to keep it a buck. I was just looking at this other video, too, on this dude, this ex-Compton police, talking about Salty, Mac Thomas and them, Puddin' Raymond and them, LB and them. He was 75% accurate on some of the things he said. You understand what I'm saying? But we got to be careful when police are saying something about us. You understand what I'm saying? Because watch this. Let's not listen to them, because they throw lugs and shade at people too. And they also do manipulation games to try to create some old tension, create some old beefs. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about stand-up Monday, man. Let's not waste no negative energy on nobody. Let's skate being positive, y'all. Because it's all about saving the kids and bringing peace in the communities. You understand what I'm saying? That is what we got to do. That's what we must do. It's all about the kids, nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? I was looking at the video with the police dude, and he said the boy Bone was talking about Buster killing my homie at one time. His homies told him, no, that's a no-hand policy. Don't do that. This is what this police was saying. I want to go in on that, but I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. Because, hey, man, didn't nobody hear Bone till he started doing movies, right? I don't know that brother. Don't want to know that brother. I love to talk to him. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why the police brought his name up. He should be getting at that police for even saying some shit like that. Turtle was well loved by a whole lot of us. You understand what I'm saying? The police was out of pocket even saying some shit like that. The dude that did the interview shouldn't have allowed that to be said. Because Bone wasn't there to say, hey, I did say that. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be careful what comes out your mouth. Because there's consequences, man. And people they don't investigate shit. Some people overreact to things that they hear. And this is what we got to learn when I say that as blacks, we allow ourselves to be manipulated by the system, by these people in the system saying shit that the people they said that said it is not there. You understand what I'm saying? So let's be careful of that, man. You know, it's a trip, but then we got to go back to the American Cholo cat. You understand what I'm saying? I've been wanting to give him a pass on the shit he do, but how can you give a racist a pass on being disrespectful towards us, and we're not being disrespectful towards them? How can you allow these brothers suddenly want to befriend these cats like Gunner, Cholo, Roja, when them dudes always throwing shade at us? Yeah, you got to find that. I'm going to send it to you, Snipe, what that police was talking. It's on TV, something. I don't know exactly what it was, but I just got through watching it. Man. Like he spoke on the LB, spoke on Pudding, dudes the founders of Power Rules. You understand what I'm saying? Spoke on my big homie Mac. And Mac was a beast. He was 100% accurate on that. You understand what I'm saying? LB, a beast. He spoke 100% accurate on that. He said Pudding was more like a politician. Nah, man, I'm telling you from a Chris perspective. Pudding was with the business too. And I put Pudding in the category as being a beast when he gang banged. Let the brother rest in peace. God bless his soul. You understand what I'm saying? Because my big homie had a daughter by his sister Tony. I'm a Crip dude to say I done been in Pudding house. When I found out I was in that house, I shit bricks, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? But Pudding was a beast. I'm not gonna watch this, man. I don't care if they was on the opposite side or not. I'm gonna give a dude his due. His due credit where it's counted at, you know. I consider LB, although he killed my big homie Salty, when me and LB ended up meeting each other in prison years later and established a friendship, he earned the title of being a big homie. Because I'm always telling you, big homie titles is earned, they're not just given. And I gave that man that title because he embraced me, I embraced him, and he used to give me a whole lot of good literature to read, and he enlightened me. And when he embraced me, the Damus that was my age, one of his little partners, his little homeboy, Stanley Pitts, told him, oh, bam with the business. Now, I ain't one to toot my own horn, man. I ain't never had no crimes. Ain't never did no telling. Do I regret being an actor when I was gang banging, being an acting trip? Hell no, man. When I gang bang, I love being a gang banger. I wanted to be Raymond. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I wanted to be Raymond. I had a whole lot of Raymond in me. I had a whole lot of Mac Thomas in me. Big Ollie, Lil Ollie, Keely Welch, Mike T, Greg Cross, Pet Bull, John Washington. I had a whole lot of them. Then I got to go back to my big homie that raised me, Kamido. Kamido, watch this, man. I got a big homie named Kamido. Kamido grew up on the bottoms in Villains Hood. I was born in the bottoms until my mother and them got a house built in Compton when I was a kid. But I always went back over there. I never fell out with no villains. First person gave me a key to in prison was a villain. Chick from Villain slid me a knife when I first got to prison in 79 at Tracy. When I got there, it was more Damus there than Crips. A lot of Vanguards and Jammers was there. But listen to me, man. Kamido was a player dude off the bottoms. You understand what I'm saying? And Kamido, when I was a little kid, I used to follow Kamido around. Kamido stayed sharp, stayed in them tailors. You understand what I'm saying? Kamido was a dude that made me want to get tailors. Although in Compton, they were saying front hoods brought them tailors out, and we did. But I got my first tailor based on watching Kamido and my big cousin Donald Ray Wright. Donald Ray Murray, man, lived on 47 between Central and Hooper. You understand what I'm saying? If it's one Damu said I had a lot of love for, it was 5'7" villains. Not 5 Deuce villains, not 5'6" villains. When they first came out, they was 5'7" villains. Big Booty, Bruce Taylor, Tick Mill. You understand what I'm saying? Bruce Taylor was the dark skinned brother. You understand what I'm saying? And these dudes was gang bang, they was with it. But it was more players. The bottoms was Playersville. Man, them dudes was both players. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes, hey, thank you, Duncan Ward. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Support the channel, man. I need them subscribers, man. If I can get them 1,000 views, if I can start interviewing people, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Share the story, man. Share the content. Because I'm always trying to keep it a buck. But back to what I was saying. The east side, man, the bottoms, 50s and the 40s, a lot of them dudes was players over there, man. You know, I got player partners over there like Trick Maurice, Will, you feel what I'm saying? Willie Sheffield, Camilo, you feel me? Harry O. That's that bottoms, man. Muddy Waters, you feel me? Top Flight, Stone. Them was player motherfuckers when I was coming up, man. And I'm still in contact with these brothers and I love them. You know what I'm saying? Camilo, listen to me, man. When I came off the porch and was watching Camilo, I wanted to be like Camilo. And Camilo got his life so together, so tough. I admire him more now than I did when I was a kid. He's like his little sister was 2 years older than me. When I was in the 7th, she was in the 9th. But she used to make sure she wouldn't let me ditch, do none of that, right? We used to be on me at school, you feel what I'm saying? But Camilo, man, was a dude I still got a lot of love and admiration for. So I'm gonna send a shout out to Commodore James, man. That's my big homie from the bottles, man. Player of the year. Like you always say, keep a big dollar smile, baby. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got to do, man. I'm never gonna belittle no brother unless he belittle himself. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got to start recognizing. We got to eliminate motherfuckers like Charleston White that all they want to do is talk about us, belittle us, when he need to be looking in the mirror and talking about his motherfucking self. He was talking about everybody else. Watch this. I guess he put his feet in everybody else's shoes. No wonder he was saying that rapper dude that got busted. Saying that dude ended up telling. No, just because you told don't mean the next man to tell. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I be wanting to address too, man. I got a homeboy of mine, a childhood friend. He's not from he's from LA, right? He was caught up in a spot where some dudes was robbing. Right? He got shot up like 8 times. And you're right, don't nobody need to die, man. I ain't saying that, my brother. But back to what I was saying. My partner got shot up in this robbery. He ain't had nothing to do with the robbery. He was in there with the dudes that ran the trap. Right? And these dudes tried to make him part of the crime. Double murder. Let me ask y'all, man, what y'all do in this situation? Because I don't know what I do. I know I won't tell. I can say that. It's easy to say that from the seat I'm sitting in now because I wasn't in that man's shoes. But if a motherfucker came in the house, killed people and shot you up, then lied to the police and say you part of the crime, that you they crime, what would you do? That's that catch-21 today, y'all. My next show, I want people to elaborate on that. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be careful what predicaments we put ourselves in. Sometimes you can get caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. The name of the game is that you got choices. Every time you wake up, you decide the choices you take in your life. Let's start making the right choices, y'all. Let's stop making the bad choices in life, because the bad choices just don't call. Exactly, Chief. Prove your innocence. And that's what he did. He proved his innocence. He on the streets living a prosperous life. And this is what I want y'all to know, man, when I say we have choices. A lot of us have made some bad decisions in our life. Shit, I'm one of them. But today, I'm grateful for my life. I love my freedom because I appreciate and love me. The shit I was doing when I was gang banging, I lied to myself. Come to find out later on, as I grew older, I wasn't loving myself when I was doing something to people that looked just like me. You understand what I'm saying? There's no fun in trying to hurt your own, man. And this is what we got to stop doing. We can't get mad at these youngsters for doing what they seen us do. We can only get mad at them if we're refusing to enlighten them to things that some people enlighten us to turn our life around. You feel me? So this is what we got to do. It's all about pulling your homies, your little homies, and starting to enlighten them. Tell them, hey man, if you got that sack, put that sack down, man. Invest your money in something. Hey man, I got a job and they hiring. Let's stop pointing the fingers at what people was doing bad, and let's start pointing the fingers, showing them the right direction and where to go. Now watch this, man. Don't say we don't know how to love. We know how to love, and we know how to love each other. It's just sometimes we're afraid to love each other, based on what the system is designed for us not to do. You understand what I'm saying? That is what we got to start doing. Let's beat the system by showing them that we do know how to love each other. You understand? We come from kings and queens, man. We didn't come out of no motherfucking cave, man. You understand what I'm saying? We was forced on the slave ship. We didn't jump on the slave ship. Our ancestors jumped off the motherfucker to save that. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we got to understand. You know, as I'm always saying on my show, man, I'm for the kids, man, the inner city youth, and trying to get it better. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just on OGs like me, Gangster, Scud, Kev Mack, Melly Mill, Tune. It ain't on people, numerous other names, Marv, Scud. It ain't just on us. You understand what I'm saying? It's on everybody in the community. If you still got relatives living in the community that you grew up in, because you done got your money and you moved someplace in a safe environment, and you thinking it's cool, it's still your responsibility, because when you pull up on that block where your mother might still live on, or your grandmother might, if she living, still live on, the youngsters on that block, because you know they parents, when they see you, they either call you aunt or auntie or say, hey, OG, how you doing? So it's on all of us. They said take a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to keep the village intact and in its proper perspective. So as a black man, I reach out, I throw a challenge to all the black men out there, active gang members and non-active gang members, to put themselves in the OG's perspective, in the OG's category, I mean. You feel what I'm saying? Well, this just doesn't know for real, for real. Yes, watch this, man. This generation does know. Because I mess with a whole lot of youngsters in this generation. And I have intellectual conversations with my little homies. That's why I love my little homies like Red Bird, Buddha, Pride, Bone. You understand? Black men, Lil G. You feel me? I love my little homies that's out here doing the thing. I love my little homegirls, right? I got a nephew in this generation, married, him and my niece. 4 boys. One at Tuskegee College. One just committed to Tennessee. And I'm for a fact, I believe the rest of them gonna go. Even my niece Nashana, I sent shouts out to them. My homegirl Baby Lisa, my homegirl Tam Bam them, my homegirl Christy them. I sent shouts out to them, my little homegirl Brandy. You know what I'm saying? I sent shouts out to them, my little girl cousin Mary Oliver. I sent shouts out to them. Because this is their generation, and they're being positive parents, they're being responsible parents, and their kids are being successful. So let's not say this young generation, is not for real. They're for real. Sometimes, man, we react violently out of fear. And that's what people don't need to get. All right, and you're right, brother, 14 and 25. And I tell you what, that's the generation we got to reach out to. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I say when I say it takes a village to keep the village intact. We all got to put this together. Can't nobody else do this but us. We can't allow nobody else to come inside and try to manipulate the younger generation and feed them that poison to make them look at us and say, man, I ain't got nothing. That's why these youngsters do some of the shit they do too. Because people was telling them, oh man, fuck your older homie, fuck your big homie, fuck your homegirl. Look at them. They selfish. They don't give a fuck about you. Nah. I believe everybody came about the ghetto, man. Care about that ghetto, man. If they didn't, but the way it looked now, they wouldn't get offended. They wouldn't be mad. That's showing you that they care because they don't like how it look. You understand what I'm saying? See, I grew up in that era, man, where your neighbor can whip your ass. You understand what I'm saying? If you ran around the corner. So when I was a kid, man, growing up in Compton, I knew if I did something around the corner before I got home, the belt was waiting on me as soon as I opened up the door because I knew my mom and daddy knew about it. I knew if I ran from front of to Nutty Block, my big cousins knew. Big Ollie, Lil Ollie, Kitty Wells, Mike T, Alvin Trasman, Fat So, Person, Mike Thomas and them, Raymond Washington and them. I knew if they be over my cousin, I was with my big cousin and them, I knew I was gonna get chastised by my big homies for doing some dumbass shit. And when I was a kid, they called me Menace. And I was doing a lot of them things I did to try to impress people. And I wasn't doing nothing but destroying my own motherfucking life. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about impressing nobody but your motherfucking self. Let's stop wasting energy on trying to impress somebody else and waste the energy on impressing yourself, right? I seen a dude the other day, I was getting off work, man. I'm finna get on the train to go home. His brother said, man, can you tell me how to get to Delamo and Long Beach Boulevard? I said, yeah. So I'm telling him. He said, man, look like my homie Bam was in the pen with me. He was Mike from 8 Trade Gang, so we got to chopping it up, right? And I threw something at my boy. I said, man, ain't it funny that the only motherfuckers, majority of the people that's working is motherfuckers that's coming out the penitentiary? Why the only people want to work is the brothers that's coming out the penitentiary? Because our parole officers didn't make us go get no motherfucking job. We just knew what we needed to do to not go to prison. See, if you working, you ain't got time to break the law doing no other shit. This is what we got to get this generation. We got to get them something to do. If we don't have nothing to do, you're going to be up in that devil's playpen, man. Out of mind is a waste of time, man. That's what we got to learn how to do. Let's encourage each other. Let's show these brothers that it's better than what we used to do. So I want my nieces and nephews to know, man, I know y'all going to make mistakes in life, but a lot of the mistakes y'all might don't have to make. It's the ones that your uncle made. You understand? I got a little niece just was born, 2 months old. Pretty as a motherfucker. I never want to have to receive a picture of her while I'm in prison. So I'm gonna stay my black ass out on these streets and try to be better than I ever been. I'm gonna try to be a better great uncle than I was an uncle. I'm gonna try to be a better brother than I ever been. You understand what I'm saying? A better nephew, all that, a better cousin. I love it when my family texts me and say, man, we proud of you doing your thing. I love it when my homies tell me this, saying I'm almost some grown man shit. I love my homie Bo. Every time he tell me that, him and Pat Dog, Big Pat Dog, hey, big homie, you on some grown man shit. I want to send a special shout out to my homeboy T-Tuck. Because every time he call me, man, he do this. I love you, bro. You doing your thing. And T-Tuck remember me when I was a pup. When he was a pup, I mean. When I was out here gang banging, him and my little brother was kids. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part, man. Did I ever encourage some of my little homies to be in bangers? I never realized it till the other day. Till Saturday night, me and my girl eating her birthday dinner, right? At Justice W. Hills, was at the restaurant eating. And we was talking, and I did this. I said, you know what, man? I wanted my baby brother to be so much like me. And he ended up being worse than me. He was a beast, savage, right? T-Tuck now, feel me? L. Logan now. We wanted them dudes to be like us, although we never said go do this and go do that, right? But they seen what we was doing. And they just wanted to do it raw than we did it. Like my homie KT, Kirk, resting in peace, right? I remember Kirk used to always tell me, he said, man, I remember when I was in the 7th grade, we was up at Elsie Garden Park. You took my blue rag and made me go back to school. I said, man, fuck you doing? Go to school. But when I was on drugs, my homie KT didn't like that. When I got off that shit, KT was the first one that hugged me. I pulled up in my Suburban. He said, man, you got some sounds? I'm gonna give you some sounds to put in this motherfucker. Weed me and dog, put the 26s on the motherfucking dirt, man. I love my homies, man. So it ain't about the younger generation ain't gonna listen. They gonna listen. It's about the example that you lead. Because we emulate what we see. Why you think everybody wanna be like us? Why you think everybody throws shade at us? Because they trying to be us. We ain't trying to be them. We the first. So we must conduct ourselves in a way that can't nobody emulate us. You understand what I'm saying? We got to learn how to love each other. Black wealth equals black love equals black wealth. Let's start helping these young brothers find jobs. Let's start helping these young sisters that got their places and then a roach infected place that a white man might own. Don't give a fuck how the place is and they got kids living with them. If a black man owns some property, rent to these sisters out here. Don't deny them. Give them a chance. Everybody deserves a chance. Somebody gave you a chance. That's all I'm saying, man. I ain't trying to belittle nobody. The person that's in the belittling, people gonna end up belittling their motherfucking self. It's all about staying focused, man, on what's best for us. You understand what I'm saying? With that said, I want y'all to hit that like and subscribe button, man. So support the channel. OG Bam. Top the front here. We're gonna keep that after death in our life, man. You understand what I'm saying? Always tune in, man. Share the channel, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. It's the best 30 minutes I can give y'all, man. Peace, love, and happiness, y'all.